Pablo Neruda said laughter is the language of the soul.
I am familiar with the works of Pablo Neruda.
Pablo Neruda es uno de los poetas máximos que tenemos en Chile. Muchas generaciones de chilenos que digamos se sienten interpretados por él, por su poesía. Ya sean los chilenos románticos, los chilenos combativos como fue él. Y es parte de nuestro legado nacional. Neruda nos representa a todos, no solamente al trabajador, representa al estudiante, a la dueña de casa, al ejecutivo tal vez, que se siente atraído por la poesía.
Pablo Neruda is the inheritor of the greatest poet of the 19th century, our Papa, Walt Whitman. He is the one who named the elements of democracy, laid out the dream. I think Pablo Neruda was the great inheritor in the 20th century. I feel that he was the great poet, the one who named the things of the 20th century.
Y esto que me canso de ser hombre. Claro, uno de repente llega un minuto que dice, ya no quiero más. Estoy harto de todo. Y como que, lee ese poema y se siente muy identificado, pero a la vez se da cuenta que tiene que seguir. Entonces como que la poesía da una fuerza a la persona adelante, a continuar pensando, creando y sintiendo más. Entonces Neruda, no sé, como que tiene esa fuerza.
On September 11, 1973, a military coup overthrew the government of Salvador Allende in Chile. Allende had been the first democratically elected Marxist president in the world. It was the beginning of 20 years of brutal oppression. 2 weeks later, the first public demonstration against the dictatorship took place at the funeral of Pablo Neruda, Chile's great poet and Nobel Prize winner. Neruda and Allende were political allies, and some said that Neruda had died of a broken heart after the popular unity government was crushed. But even in death, Neruda's spirit evoked the fierce resistance that is the hallmark of his verses.
It was as if the gods of poetry wanted to say to Pinochet, you know what, you're going to meet your match here. Neruda's going to die, and he's going to die in such a way that his words are going to haunt you. And he's going to allow the people to come together and gather courage.
Pablo Neruda was born in 1904 on Chile's southern frontier.
Era un niño muy delgado, flaco, triste, pero muy interesado sí por todas las cosas que veía a su alrededor, ya fueran plantas, fueran un bicho, un insecto.
El conocimiento de la naturaleza, de los insectos, de los animales, de los pájaros, de los árboles, constituyen el nutriente, digamos, de su obra, pero también lo alimentan espiritualmente.
Entonces esta comunicación con la naturaleza y esta melancolía que da este paisaje ha estado siempre conmigo, es algo natural en mí. Es nada más que eso. Yo soy un producto, pienso que soy un poeta natural. No es con orgullo ni con humildad que lo digo, sino que pienso que los poetas tienen que ver directamente con la tierra.
Era muy bonito sus versos, poesía, todo.
Me gustas cuando callas, porque estás como ausente. Hasta ahí llego, pero es un libro muy bonito.
I like for you to be still. It is as though you were absent, and you hear me from far away, and my voice does not touch you. It seems as though your eyes had flown away, and it seems that a kiss had sealed your mouth.
And I read in the newspaper that Pablo Neruda, this famous Chilean poet, was given a recital in the Museum of Modern Art. And when the elevator opened, appeared Neruda, and I was very impressed. But his big continent, he was so heavy looking, you know, like a Buddha. His poem, they were so light and they elevate the spirit so much. That was my first impression, the contrast. He has an incredible sense of humor. He was always making fun, and he liked it to be with people who enjoy life. So the meeting at his house, they were very, with a lot of fun. He liked to eat, to drink, to enjoy life, and you can see that in his poems. It doesn't impeach that. He can speak of some very painful moment too. I think every man, every poet, every painter has many currents in his work. Some are painful, others are gay. I think the human mind is very complex, and I think that would make Neruda a great poet.